Hey everyone, John Taylor, finally doing my intro to my CE podcast. So, if you're listening to this, first off, thank you so much for being part of this. I'm so excited. I've wanted to share stories, more tips and tricks, not just people locally. I love what I do, and I love the people and support that I've had with my local business. I want to broaden. I want to talk to everyone. I want to help more people. So here I am. A little bit about me. I've been doing dog training now for about 18 years. That's who I am. I'm known as the last resort guy. I get that very often from people. Our last chance or last hope or whatever the case might be. I guess a lot of the scenarios that I deal with, I've kind of built a reputation where I deal a lot more with aggression, anxiety. I actually thought long and hard as to why, out of all the tons of dog trainers talking on podcasts and so on, I just wanted to know, why would people want to listen to me? And I think one of the biggest things that I bring to the table that would be great to hear me out on certain things is the fact that I've gone through all of the techniques. So I've been doing this for 18 years. CE, which is Canine Education, we are science-based, positive reinforcement, but I've actually been from the beginning not science-based. 18 years ago, especially when I was trained, things were, well, let's just say not positive. Things were a lot different. I've actually used everything from e-collars, prongs, you name it. Yes, I'm, still dealing with that trauma. But these are things that I was taught, and I thought that this was it. How naive of me! I know that, but here I am. So I'm science-based, positive reinforcement. I would like to say, when people ask me like, what's the best technique? I mean, no, people are expecting me to be biased. What I can tell you though is, from technique to technique, is that they all work. That's never really been the issue. It's not that, one technique doesn't work, or, first off, all dogs are different. Okay. And with that being said, one system or protocol isn't going to necessarily work with all of them. Now, where things differ though is that, yes, old methods, old methodology worked, which is why we used it, because we were seeing results. What we didn't know is that there was long-term side effects with a lot of these techniques. And I think that's something that's very, very overlooked. So again, I'm not even saying that my technique is better than this technique. That's really not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to explain and show you ways where you can use positive reinforcement in order to gain what people deem impossible, which is you can't use science-based or positive reinforcement to train dogs who are quote unquote aggressive, anxiety related, etc., etc. I'm here to personally say that I've built a business, a reputation, off of the fact that that's not true. You can do those things. So I have lots of love and lots of knowledge and lots of things that I want to talk to you about. A little bit more about me. I live in Montreal, Canada. I have 2 children. I have a 3,000 square foot facility, studio. I think studio is what I call it most of the time. I have a literacy program that I'm partnered up with someone with. We go to elementary schools. We got a lot of things going on, lots of fun stuff, and I want you to be part of the journey, not just through my podcast. I'm going to be doing live streams, workshops, where you can actually sign up through Zoom, like all sorts of stuff that I want to get into. I don't want it to just be local anymore. I want to help you. I want to help everyone listening. So again, in a nutshell, I'm Josh. I'm doing this for 18 years, science-based positive reinforcement, but I have been through it all, from using e-collars to prongs to now being science-based and positive. I've been on CTV News. I know if you're not local, you'll have no idea what that is necessarily, but it's kind of like the big thing here. I've been on CJAD and iHeartRadio. I've done numerous workshops for companies. I've been in over 30 elementary schools with our pet therapy dogs. I not only want to help people with their dogs, I even want to help dog trainers. I've been helping dog trainers for a while now. People come, they work for me, they go on their own if they like. It's something that is very special to me. I find that no matter how many dog trainers there are always enough to go around. There's always enough people, there's always enough dogs, there's always enough work for all of us. And we should be a little bit more kind to each other, in my opinion. That's easy to say. You know, I've built what I've built, and we have, of course, a very steady flow that's just continuing to climb of clientele. But I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to give you advice. So I hope that my little intro was short and sweet. I hope that you end up subscribing or following me. I want to hear about what you want to hear, whether it's my personal stories, whether it's tips and tricks about your dog, whether it's anxiety, aggression, whatever the case is. We're going to be going through tons of stuff. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually creating a room, a studio that's just for the podcast. So this is just my office right now that we're in, but we're going to make it super, super fun. I'm even going to have a bar in there. I'm going to have tons of incredible equipment so that I sound great, I look great. I'm getting old, so I kind of need that. I need that quality to make myself look a little bit better. I'm not only doing all of this, I'm actually going to be having visitors and guests on the podcast, not just other people or clients or trainers even. I'm having veterinarians, even other people who are opposite of me. So I even want to have people on here for a good time, not a time where, it's like it's time to battle who's better. No, this is not what this podcast is about. But I'm planning on having non-science-based positive reinforcement trainers on here, veterinarians, groomers, to my clients as well. The door is open. The door is open. I'm going to have a Vocaster set up where you can even call in and we can talk to you about your problems or what's going on. Whether you're a dog trainer who's trying to climb up the ranks and build a business, I can actually help you with that. Again, I've been doing this for a long time. We have a 3,000 square foot facility. I'm going to show you maybe on one of the, either one of our live streams or whatever. I can show you our place. I can even explain to you how we do things. So really looking forward to having you guys tag along with me. I really, really hope that you sign up to my podcast. And I'm so looking forward to this. So let's get started. Thanks a lot. Ciao.